Good day and welcome to Daily Burst on PFTV, your quick and refreshing soft-angle news on society, lifestyle, culture and stories that matter. I'm Moses Samari. Here are today's stories putting people first. President Bola Tinubu has stated that the country's collaboration with the United Kingdom in addressing insecurity remained crucial, adding that he planned to discuss Nigeria's counter-terrorism initiatives and the challenges to regional stability during his meeting with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer on Thursday. Our correspondent, Ignatius Ili, tells us more.
A final desperate act by criminals trying to instill fears as they face mounting pressure from security agencies. Tinubu revealed that during a security meeting with leaders of security and intelligence agencies last weekend, he approved additional equipment and operational support to enhance their capabilities. The president commended the courage of troops who successfully repelled the coordinated attacks. Tinubu, who vowed that Nigeria will continue to intensify efforts against criminal elements wherever they may be. The Borno State Police Command confirmed the casualty figures on Tuesday, with its spokesperson ASP Nahum Daso stating that preliminary investigation revealed that the incident were carried out by suspected suicide bombers. Daso stated that the State Commissioner of Police Naziru Abdumaji has visited the affected locations to conduct an on-the-spot assessment and commiserate with victims and their families. He added that a combined team of the police tactical units, the military and other joint security operatives had been deployed to the affected area. Ignatius Ili, reporting for PFTV News.
Vice President Kashim Shettima Wednesday visited victims of Monday night multiple explosions in Maiduguri, his bonus home state, assuring that the federal government will decisively confront the perpetrators. At the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, where some of the injured victims were receiving treatment. Our correspondent Doreen Azege now reports.
Shettima declared that Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration remained resolute in its commitment to ending terrorism in the country. He assured that the attacks would not weaken the government's determination to secure the nation. Shettima was accompanied by Deputy Governor of the state, Usman Gaddafu, National Emergency Management Agency Director General Zobadiah Umar, UMTH Chief Medical Director Ahmed Ahijo, and senior government officials. Before the visit to the ancient city, Shettima mourned the 23 dead persons during the closing of the annual Ramadan Saisa at the State House Mosque, Abuja. He said in Maiduguri that the government was ramping up investment in military equipment and logistics to strengthen ongoing counter-terrorism operations. Shettima condemned the attacks, describing the perpetrators as persons who have forfeited their place in the human race. He extended the condolences of President Bola Tinubu to the government and people of Borno State and the entire Northeast. Doreen Azege, PFTV News.
We now take a quick break. To return shortly, please stay with us. Welcome back to Daily Burst on PFTV. More on our bulletin today. In a bid to counter mounting allegations of corruption and mismanagement, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, has invited Nigeria's anti-corruption agencies to conduct a full-scale probe of road projects, declaring that nothing is hidden in the execution of federal infrastructure contracts. Our correspondent Jennifer Fager has more.
The minister Umahi revealed that both the Independent Corrupt Practice and Other Related Offence Commission and the Economic and Financial Crime Commission had been formally invited to independently scrutinize not just documentation but the physical execution of projects across the country. The minister disclosed this in Abuja after receiving a Personality of the Year award from Al Jazeera newspaper Nigeria. He said the move was a deliberate step to demonstrate transparency and rebuild public trust amid growing public criticism. The minister revealed that the ICPC had already concluded part of its assessment and is currently reviewing procurement processes, while the EFCC is expected to commence its own investigation after the Salah break. Umahi maintained that every contract awarded by the ministry can be fully accounted for, stressing that the costing structure of projects is transparent and subject to scrutiny. Jennifer Faga, PFTV News.
Troops of Operation Hadinkai, supported by the Nigerian Air Force, Wednesday recorded another major success against insurgents in a fierce battle in Borno State. Our correspondent, Doreen Azege, has been following up on this issue, and how she reports.
No fewer than 80 insurgents, including 3 high-profile commanders, were neutralized by the ground troops with air support from the Nigerian Air Force. The battle, according to Operation Hadinkai spokesman Lieutenant Colonel Sani Uba, took place at Malum Factory in Abadom local government area. Uba gave the names of the killed commanders as Abdurrahman Gobara, Malum Ba Uram, and Abua Ayuba. The Malum Factory operations came hours before the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, and the Chief of Army Staff, Major General Waid Saibu, joined Inspector General of Police Tunde Disu in Maiduguri in compliance with the directive of Bola Ahmed Tinubu for security chiefs to relocate to the state after Monday's multiple suicide attacks, which left about 23 persons dead and over 108 people injured. The Operation Hadinkai spokesman said in a statement that the terrorists advanced on foot, supported by drones from the Dugari general area of Malum Futuri to infiltrate the 68 Battalion's main defensive position, but were repelled about 12:15 a.m. He said the troops anticipated the attacks and launched a coordinated offensive decisive operations to decisively defeat the attackers. Doreen Azege, PFTV News.
Another break is due. Daily Burst continues shortly. Please stay there. Welcome back once again to Daily Burst. More on our bulletin today. On the international scene, the administration of Donald Trump is considering deploying thousands of American troops to intensify its military campaign against Iran, signaling a potential new phase in the conflict. Reports Thursday said the proposed deployment is aimed at securing safe passage for oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. The mission would largely rely on air and naval forces. Iranian naval vessels, including warships and submarines, have reportedly been among the primary targets of United States strikes since the conflict began. However, efforts to secure the vital shipping route could also involve deploying U.S. troops to Iran's shoreline and possibly the Khalj Island, which accounts for about 90% of the country's oil exports. Sources warned that such a move could carry significant risks given Iran's capacity to target the area with missiles and drones. As the United States and Israel war on Iran approaches its fourth week after unleashing chaos across the Middle East, foreign ministers from Arab and Muslim countries have convened for urgent discussions in Saudi Arabia. Talks were held as Iran was targeting several energy facilities across Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Qatar in retaliation against Israel's strikes on the South Pars gas field. Iran's biggest source of energy. That attack came during a week marked by Israeli assassination of top Iranian security officials Ali Lajibi, Basij paramilitary commander Gul Reza Soleimani, and intelligence chief Esmail Khatib. The meeting of top diplomats in Riyadh was aimed at mastering a common response to Iran's increasing retaliation against United States assets and infrastructure in the region, which not only threatens regional stability but is also causing disruptions to the global economy. That is it for this edition of People's First Television Daily Burst. My name is Moses Samari. Stay informed, stay inspired, and stay connected. This is PFTV. Have a good day.